This is just a video to go over step 5, the creating a new budget as a single person. I don't think I went over this in the other one, so I'm just going to go over this quick now. So everybody's going to do theirs similar or the same. So I'm just giving everyone a set budget to work from. This would be like a pretty good income. Like, I know it's like 39,000 doesn't seem like as much to some of you, like, but that's net. So that's when taxes are already taken out. And so same thing with the monthly net would be 3,268, which is again significant. So just know, like, this is what you're working with, and I'm giving you more information as you go for some of these things. On a lot of this budget stuff, you're going to have to go, like, you'll have to go back up and look at your child support calculator things and all those pieces to do it. So when I'm looking at this as the home payment or rent, you should not spend any more than 30,000 of your gross income per month. If you can do less, do less. So how you would get this is be 4,166. Okay. And so you're just going to take that $4,166 and multiply it by 0.3, and that'll give you your 30% that you can purchase. Okay, if you can find something for less, find something for less if you want. But you just shouldn't spend more than that, or you're for sure not going to have enough with the other stuff. Also, you can only buy a house if you have enough money to put 20% down on an actual house. But like, and most of you, you're not going to be able to, right? Because going through a divorce usually puts people in debt and not having a lot in their savings. So, because you got to pay all the attorney bills. So unfortunately, it's a little harder to do unless you have a lot of equity in the house and there's other things that are going on. So apartment-wise, that's kind of what you're going to be probably looking for. So you'd put in how much you're going to spend. If you're going to do less than that 30%, you need to like find the actual apartment. You can go to, like, there's tons. There's apartments.com. I could type that in, and then you can, I'm just put Oakdale maybe. Okay, do a little search and see what comes up. And then you'll see like things come up over here. I'm going to do a price, so you can do like a min. So maybe I do 800 to maybe 1,000. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I haven't done the math. If I do the math for you, then you don't have to do it. So, so I have Anchorview Apartments. I have Cedric's Landing, Suncliff. These are looking in St. Paul, some of them, so you got to pay attention if you want to drive and do that. There's studio to 1 bedroom at Century Oaks, like all kinds of different options. Okay, so I could click on the Central Village Apartments. Looking down on here, I can do a 1 bedroom for $960. The tricky part though is you're gonna need a 2 bedroom, because if you have kids. So if I'm clicking on this 2 bedroom, that's gonna be $1,095. So if that's within my budget, and I haven't done the math with this yet, but I could put that $1,095. Okay, keep in mind though, I have $3,268 to spend for the entire month. I can't go over that. Okay, and that applies to everybody. So a whole $1,095 is a little high, but maybe I can make it work. Okay, next is childcare, but this is only if this is your bill to pay. So that's where you have to look up here and what you put for if your parent, that's your spouse, for you parent B. If you're the one paying the daycare, if you chose to do that as you're paying the daycare, whatever that daycare amount is has to go in here. Okay, if your parent, if you decided that parent B doesn't pay that, then you put 0 there. Okay, next is Excel. If you're in a home, like you own a single family home, it'd be $150. A townhouse would be $100. If you're in an apartment, it's $75. That's your electric and heating and stuff. Car payment, if you have the car without a payment, you can put a 0. If you chose the newer car, use $400. For auto insurance and gas money, I just put those in. And honestly, this gas money is pretty low right now. Paying for garbage, if you have a home or a townhouse, you pay $30, a 0 of apartment. So you just put those numbers in. Water, if it's a house, you have to pay $50 you have to pay for water if you own your own house. An apartment, you pay $0. It's usually included in your rent. Internet, I would do $50 for high-speed internet, $20 for hotspot with just your phone. Then we have our TV. You can choose between DirecTV, Comcast, somewhere in there. Basic service is $100. Higher ones are $175, or Netflix. You can combine them if you want both. Cell phone, unlimited plan is $82 per phone. Okay, so if you have younger kids, you can get away with just you having it. If I scroll back up here though, and if you have like older kids, if they're probably in that 12 or older, you're probably gonna get them a phone. So then you would have to add 82 is not per phone. I'd say add like, I don't know, adding in 50 per phone would probably be fine for that. Limited data plan, if you chose that, it just means you can't use the internet and the data on your phone. You have to use the Wi-Fi. And then no data, you have to use Wi-Fi all the time. Groceries, pay attention to how often you have to feed your kids. If you have more kids, you're going to need to do more, right? So if you have a bunch of kids, do the 800. If you have like one kid, you could do the 5. 2 kids, I'd do somewhere in between. Groceries are super expensive now. If this seems like a lot to you, it's actually not. It's very, very expensive. Personal care items, about $50 per family member. College loans. This you're going to just choose for the career you want. If you don't know, just pick one. So if you're willing to do 2 years of college, you do 100, 4 years. State college is $260. For your private college is $400. So you pick which one to put in there. And then we have our debt from the divorce and lawyer fees. You already calculated how much it was going to cost. So you scroll back up to here. So total cost on this step 2, cost of legal fees, you should have come up with just a total cost. So you're going to take that total cost, whatever you had for it, you can put it here, and then you're going to divide it by 24. Because we're going to say it'll take you a couple years to pay it off. So you make some payments on like credit card or whatever it is you're doing. We're not going to worry about paying interest or anything like that if you had to take out a loan to do it. So whatever that is, divide it by 24, and that's going to be your monthly payment to pay those attorney's fees off. Okay, and then child support payment. The child support payment, this is only if you have to pay the other person. So if you don't do any, make sure all these boxes are filled out. So if you don't pay the other person and they pay you, put 0. If you have to pay your ex-spouse for child support, it goes there. And then you just you take them, you can add up all your expenses and then and basically you just put them here. Okay, and this is see how you do the first time, right? And that's try 1. So then over here, this is your first try, so we're going to put just the information on there. So you have your monthly net, you just transfer your total expenses right here, and then you subtract them. And then if your total expenses is more than your net income, you're going to have a negative number here. So it'd be a minus, like put a negative, the minus on there, and then the number to show that you're in the negative. And then don't redo it. Don't like change that first column. That was just like, okay, that's our practice, that's our learning experience. And then for try 2, that's where you're going to just do it all over again and just try to make some different choices. I'm noticing on here, I don't have the medical in here. So I guess we'll just pretend, but I'll change it for next time. Because I can't change it on your copy assignments. So do it again, see if you can get a better result. You can stay more in the positive, get to a positive number, stay more in the positive. Okay, and then you just explain the changes you made and then do your reflection. Okay, and then you'll have your creating strong family stuff to do later. Okay, and then that should be the end of this part of the assignment, and then you'll finish up the next part with the other video. Okay, have a great day. Please contact me if you have any questions.